What's up guys, Alvaro here, welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. In this channel we talk about the stock market and we do it in two different languages, English and Spanish. So if English is not your cup of tea, you can also watch this very same video narrated by me in Spanish. You just need to pick the language of your preference. In this video I want to talk about good old Nio, guys. Oh boy, I want to take a deep dive into the report that Citron, which is a very well-known short seller, put out about Nio and that caused Nio stock to fall like a brick on last Friday. Let me show you guys the report over here. They basically put out a $25 price target for Nio. And the main reason for Citron to justify a $25 price target for Nio is that Tesla, I'm gonna scroll down over here, okay, is that Tesla could cut the price of the Model Y manufactured in China from $73,000 down to $56,000 or $58,000. You guys can see that over here, okay? And the report says that this could potentially hurt near-term sentiment and slow Nio's order book momentum, because the Model Y is a direct competitor to Nio's EC6 and ES6, okay? And down below, here comes the most important part of the report. They say that Tesla could even cut the price of the Model Y down to $41,000. So let's break this down, guys. Okay, first of all, Nio's ES6 costs something like $54,000. And if we deduct the almost $4,000 of subsidy, because the ES6 is equipped with a battery swap technology, so it qualifies for the Chinese subsidy for electric vehicles, you have a final price of something like $50,000, okay? The ES6 is the cheapest Nio vehicle that is actually being sold in the Chinese market, okay? So the final price, the cheapest price for the ES6 is something like $50,000, give or take. So clearly, Tesla would have a great advantage if this is true, okay? That Tesla can actually cut the price of the Model Y down to $41,000. But there is something that the report doesn't consider, guys. First, the staggering and exponential growing demand for electric vehicles in China. And think about this, guys. Tesla has already been selling the Model 3 in China for about $37,000. And to be honest with you guys, the Model 3 is an unbelievable and amazing car. You guys know that I am an ultra Tesla bull. Well, the Model 3 is an unbelievable car. And the Model 3 is already way cheaper than the ES6 in China, which is the less expensive vehicle that Nio sells. And yet still, Nio has increased the sales of their cars throughout this year. And why? Because they sell very good cars as well. They have a very strong brand in China. Nio cars have autonomous capacity. Nio recently launched the Navigate and Pilot program. I already told you guys about that in the first video that I posted about Nio. And this program allows Nio cars to drive themselves in certain highways and roads in China. Not to mention other services like Nio House, Nio Mobile, and 155 battery swap stations in China. So the point being here, guys, is that the demand for electric vehicles in China is so big that Tesla and Nio are not competing with each other. They are rather complementing each other. This is a fundamental mistake of this report, of Citron, okay? If buying a Tesla vehicle instead of a Nio car were a matter of price, no one in China would be buying Nio's vehicles as of now. Why would you buy a $50,000 car when you can buy a Model 3 for a cheaper price? Let's say $37,000, give or take. It makes no sense, other than the fact that the Chinese electric vehicles market is in such an hyper-growth mode that Tesla and Nio, since they make such great cars, simply cannot put up with the demand. And check this out, guys. Right now, only 5% of the vehicles in China are electric vehicles. So we still have some people buying internal combustion vehicles in China. But electric vehicle sales already have increased more than 100% in the last 2 years in China. And take a look at this chart, guys, okay? Take a look at this chart and let's do some math together. Tesla will deliver this year something like 150 vehicles in China, okay? And according to this chart, in this chart we have an estimate of what the electric vehicle sales will look like in China by 2025 over here, okay? And this chart, in my opinion, is very conservative, okay? This chart says that electric vehicle sales in China will reach almost 6 million vehicles, by 2025. And if we say, and pay attention to this, guys, and if we say that Tesla can double its production in China year over year, Tesla will be selling something like 750,000 vehicles in China by 2025. And the total sales of EVs, or the total sales of electric vehicles in China, will be at around 6 million vehicles. And yes, there will be other players in the game, but from a technology standpoint, autonomous driving standpoint, and disruptive technology standpoint, Tesla and Nio are extremely far away from the other competitors in China. Needless to say, legacy automakers. Oh boy, don't get me started with legacy automakers. Legacy automakers are still manufacturing internal combustion vehicles, guys. They just don't get it, okay? So they won't be competitors for Tesla and Nio 4 or 5 years out when it comes to electric vehicles. And on top of that, we have the Chinese government, listen to this, guys, prohibiting the sales of new internal combustion vehicles by 2035. That's just around the corner, guys, okay? So if you guys do the math, this market is growing up so quickly, as you guys can see over here, that despite Tesla could lower the price of their vehicles, you know, the Model 3, the Model Y, all of them, okay? The demand for these vehicles is so huge that people will keep on buying Nio cars in the years to come. And let's don't forget that we already know that Nio will roll out anytime soon battery as a service, which is a new business model that will let Nio sell their cars but leasing the battery. They are gonna sell the car, but they are gonna be leasing the battery. And once Nio launches this program, the total cost of buying a Nio vehicle but leasing the battery will decrease at around $50,000. So there is no reason to believe that Nio sales will drop because Tesla is reducing the price of the Model Y. It's absurd. And get this, guys, Nio recently announced that a second shift is about to start in Shanghai, okay, in the factory in which they are manufacturing their vehicles to ramp up production furthermore. That clearly implies that the demand for Nio is just growing and growing up. And guys, I already showed you this chart. Let me pull it up over here. Okay, hold on. This chart, okay? Check this out. In 2018, these are the deliveries month by month of Nio vehicles throughout this year, okay? So in 2018, Nio delivered 11,348 vehicles. In 2019, Nio delivered 20,563 vehicles. And now in 2020, they have already delivered 31,430 vehicles as of October 31st. Okay, this chart reflects reflects Nio deliveries until September. Okay, we already know that Nio delivered more than 5,000 vehicles in October. So as of October 31st, Nio already delivered 31,430 vehicles. And I truly believe, okay, and these are the numbers that I already ran, that Nio could be delivering near 5,500 cars in November and almost 5,800 cars in December, which will be something like 42,730 vehicles delivered in 2020. So, check this out. From 2018 to 2019, we saw a 45% increase in deliveries for Nio. And from 2019 to 2020, we might see an increase in deliveries of about 52%. So we can say that Nio is a company that is growing 50% year over year, guys. That is huge, huge. And keep in mind, guys, Nio is not a profitable company yet. Nio is still a company that burns cash. But check this out. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys Nio's financial statement. Okay, Nio's income statement. Okay, and we can see how the execution of this company has been improving on a constant basis. So take a look at the revenue over here, guys, okay? In the last two quarters of this year, okay, Nio's revenue went from 1,370,000,000 yuans up to 3,718,000,000 yuans in the second quarter of this year over here. And let's take a look at the operating income, which reflects the money that Nio is losing, and look and how the cash that Nio is burning has decreased. Take a look at this, guys. Let me scroll down a bit over here where it says operating income. Okay, so the money that Nio is burning has decreased from 3 billion yuans for the last quarter of 2019 over here. Okay, in the last quarter of 2019, Nio burned almost 3 billion yuans, down to almost 1,100,000,000 yuans in the second quarter of this year. So if Nio can keep on executing as well as it has done it throughout this year, I really see this company posting a profit or becoming a profitable company by mid of next year. And as I have said before, guys, once Nio posts its first profitable quarter, I see this stock getting above $100, no problem, okay? In the short term, let's take a look at Nio's chart. I'm gonna pull up Webull over here. Okay, here we have, okay, the 1 hour chart. So this is what happened on last Friday, okay? Nio made an all-time highs at $54.20 by the time that Citron's report came out. And once the report came out, Nio fell like a brick and it dropped down to $40. It held $40, which is a strong support for Nio, and then it bounced back up to almost $45. Nio closed on last Friday at $44.56. So in the short term, let's don't forget that Nio is reporting earnings in 2 days. I truly believe, I have enough reasons to believe that Nio is gonna beat on earnings, no problem. So if Nio beats on earnings, I see Nio climbing back up to the highs 40s, maybe the lows $50, okay? But if Nio happens to pull back, because everything can happen, I see Nio holding this line, the 50 SMA line. I think that if it happens to pull back, let's say tomorrow or in the course of next week, I see Nio holding the 50 SMA line over here at around $43. If it breaks the 50 SMA line in the 1 hour chart, I would say that it might hold $40. Okay, $40 looks like a strong support over here. I'm gonna draw, okay, a line over here. I think that Nio should hold $40 or $41 as a support in case that the 50 SMA line breaks. And if $40 breaks as a support, I think that the worst case scenario would be this yellow line that you guys see over here, the 180 SMA line. So I think that like the very worst case scenario would be $32 for Nio. I don't see Nio going to the $25 that Citron says that the stock should be at in a matter of 1 year. I think that Nio is gonna keep on pulling up. I truly believe that Nio is gonna beat on earnings, no problem, in a matter of 2 days. And now I ask you guys, what do you think about Citron's report? Do you think that Nio should be at $25 a share? Please leave a comment down below and let me know your opinion. Citron's report, I'm gonna pull it up again over here. Yeah, it also says, let me scroll down. Okay, here, the conclusion. I wanna see the conclusion of the report. It says that it is time for investors to rotate out of Nio. Over here. It is time for investors to rotate out of Nio, enjoy your profits, and look for the next disruptive technology. This is a terrible advice, guys. I mean, even if Nio happens to pull back to $30 or $25, the potential of this company from a long-term perspective is huge. Nio will be a $200 or $300 a stock 3 or 5 years out. And to be honest with you guys, I am not really concerned about the short-term price action. I already own 700 shares. Let me show you over here. Okay, here, as you guys can see, this is my main investment portfolio with Robinhood. I own 500 shares in this portfolio, and in my second investment portfolio, I own 200 more shares. Okay, so I am not really worried about the short-term price action of Nio, but I know how to recognize a good long-term investment, and I would never recommend anyone to sell ahead of time and taking a small profit on a stock that has the potential of 5 or 10x in the next few years. So I don't know how is Citron advising this, but I do know that selling Nio today is a terrible long-term advice. I guess that Citron, okay, this is just myself thinking stuff. I guess that Citron just wanted to short the stock. But if they know what they are doing, deep down inside, they must be also bullish on Nio. Nio is an ultra growth stock, and its performance clearly points to a very profitable future. So, well guys, I am going to wrap it up here. Please hit that like button for me. Please subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys again soon. Peace out.